So we've got Brittany now over here that is our little guinea pig, and you're gonna demonstrate some stuff with Brittany,
Did you
right?
get that? Yeah.
Guinea pig. Guinea pig, mongoose, we're calling him whatever we want to today.
What I'd like to talk about with Brittany here is, and she's also one of our designers at Bennie and Friends too.
Okay.
So we brought our whole entourage today. One of the things that I want to share with you is the use of the blow dryer and the round brush. Now, this is what is called a natural boar bristle round brush. This particular one comes from Spain. We carry these at the salon also. Has a nice long handle, and it really provides support and grip in the palm of the hand.
And it's cork.
And it's got a cork handle, and it's got the nice bristles. Now, the reason I want to illustrate this is because one of the things that I've noticed over the years with my customers is they have a tendency to get the brush stuck, or might not like to use a round brush because of what I would call the stuck factor. So what we're going to do is we're going to illustrate the best way to work with a round brush. Now, first and foremost, we never use a round brush like this on wet hair. We always want to make sure the hair is dry before we use the round brush. Now, what that means is after we've shampooed and towel dried the hair, we've come back in, actually worked with whatever styling product we choose to use today. She has a little Be Clever, I believe, on her hair this morning from our BennieFactor line. And then we simply blow dry the hair and blast it pretty good. Now, blasting it simply means get all the water out as fast as you can. And again, that's another reason why to keep your blow dryer on high heat, high speed all the time. So in this situation, she has prepared and finished the hair on this side and then the back a little bit, and I'm going to go over here and illustrate on a couple of pieces that still need a little of attention. You know, we notice we've got a little bit of fuzziness around the edges. It will smooth that out just a little bit with that round brush and share with you the ideal approach to using your blow dryer with your round brush. Now, the first thing that I'd like to share with you, as Paula mentioned, is the clip. Now, this is what's called a duckbill clip, if you will. It's got a very firm spring. We sell these at the salon for like $2.50 for a couple of them. But here's what I want you to think of it. When you go to part your hair, I want you to open the clip like so, slide the point of the clip through, and create your part. That will create a nice clean part without having to wrestle with a comb or whatever to get the part. So now that that's out of my way, we're going to take the hair in a nice little section this way and our round brush. Now, I spoke earlier of the concentrator. The concentrator is going to allow me to focus like a laser beam on the hair. So this is how we're going to do this, just like so. So here's what this looks like. I'm going to take the brush, I'm going to hold with my fingers, and actually what will happen is when you're at home, you can set your dryer down on the counter, take your section with your hand, put your brush in, and then simply grab your dryer, like so. Now, I'm going to run the brush through the hair one time so there's no tangles, and then we're going to turn it on. It's going to be a little loud for a second, and we're going to do what's called skirting. I gently run the brush through. I blow with the cuticle layer. When I go with the cuticle layer, I increase more shine, and I come to the bottom. Now, this is an important part, so what we're going to do is very gingerly spin that bottom a little bit. Take the hair there. And I'm going to hold the hair dryer just like so. Spin, spin, spin. And now, as Paula mentioned earlier, that hair is now wet paint. So we're going to let this nice little piece of hair set just like that and cool off. Wet paint, hot hair. So everybody say that at home with us. Wet paint, hot hair.
Is this what you do when you do your the classes that you do?
Styling labs. Oh, absolutely.
Styling labs. Everybody say wet paint, hot hair.
Hot hair. Well, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're really teaching, the folks really how to do their hair. My whole goal in life has always been to, make my living and my income based on how well and how good I can help people look, both at home and while they're in the salon with me. So let's do another section here. I'm going to pick it up. Just think of it as walking through the hair like so. I'm going to take my blow dryer, and again, I'm going to skirt the hair. This is called skirting. And I want to repeat that so that people have an understanding of the correct way to have the blow dryer on the hair. A lot of times what happens is we'll be doing this thing. And when we have that kind of angle, we're really stressing the hair. So you want to go with it, down, spin, and then very gently let off and let it cool off. And that's going to be the essence of working with the round brush and the blow dryer. Now, one thing I want to be very, very clear about when it comes to the round brush, the less torque, the better. If I go in and I really grab it, and I try to grab it and wrap it up, and then I wind up pulling her hair, and I'm not pulling too hard there for you. then what happens is that's when it starts to get stuck. So we don't use that type of torque. We simply put it in and gingerly work the brush through like so. When it gets close to the end, we spin a little bit, and that little spin move right there really prepares the ends and gives you a cleaner finish. And it's really all about shine and finish when it comes to the hair.
Okay. All right. Well, that is absolutely fabulous. Now, let me just clarify before we take this next break. The boar bristle brush, the round one, is for dry hair only. And so this is the one then that you would use when you're...
This is the one, that's a good point. This is what they call a static flow, which helps control static electricity. It's a classic, what I would call a classic vent brush, and it has our nice little soft little rubber tips on it, and that helps, on the scalp. And when we blow dry the hair, we get it blasted first, and then we'll come back with this and brush through, make sure I'm relieving tangles and stuff. And we can use this to dry a little bit with, but this one is really to help prepare the hair to get ready for the next level of styling.
Blast, prep, repeat after Bennie. Okay.